Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to see how to solve the edges of the 4x4 cube. So let's get started. So guys, before learning to solve the edges, if you don't know how to solve the centers of the 4x4 cube, then you can watch this video and also you can find link in the description box. So what is solving the edges of the 4x4 cube? So it is pairing the two edges of the same color in the 4x4 cube. As you can see, in the 4x4 cube there are 4 layers. That means there are edges with the 2 layers. So we will have to pair that 2 edges with each other. So it is solving the edges. So now to solve the edges, we can simply solve any edges one by one. So guys, for this video, first we will solve all the white side edges, then we will solve the rest of the edges. So let's say first take any white side edge. So let's say I take this 2 white edge, which is white and orange edge. So now to pair any edges, first you will have to take any edge on this side. So let's say this is where white and orange edge is here. Now second white and orange edge is here, which we will move it to here because we will move it to the diagonal shape. So we can pair them. We cannot pair edges by keeping them in the same layer as here. So for example, if I keep it on the here like this, let's say like this. So as you can see, these two are now on the same layer, same vertical layer. So if now I have to pair, I cannot pair this because they are on the same layer. Also, for moving the edges from one place to another and keeping in the position of pairing, we will use our outer layer, and to pair them, and to actually pair them, we will use our inner layers. So let's say if I keep the edges on the diagonal, so let's say like this. As you can see here, they are on diagonal. So to pair them, we can actually pair them like this. So to pair the edges, we will always have to keep them on the diagonal shape. Now after keeping them in the position of the pair, we can simply move our inner U layer like this. And as you can see, this is how we have paired. Now after this, you will see your center will be affected. So we have to not mess them. So what we can do is move this solved edge and replace it with the another unsolved edge. So here, as you can see, there are 4 unsolved edges. So we can replace it with any of them. So let's say we have replaced it with this edge by doing R, U prime, R prime. So as you can see, we have replaced that edge with this edge. Now, not to mess the center, we will move our center back to its place. So as you can see, our one edge have been solved. So this is how we solve all the 12 edges. So we will take the another case and solve all the 12 edges. So let's take another white center. So let's take this white and red edge and this white and red edge. So here you will see one edge already here. So to keep in the position of the pairing, what we can do is move. So again, we can do it like this. Now we have kept in the position of the pairing. Now again move that layer U, and as you can see, you have paired it. Now again we have to replace it with another edge. So now we cannot replace it with this or white and orange edge, because if we will do, and while moving the centers back, you will see your orange and white edges will be messed. So not to mess them, we will replace it with another edge. So let's say this unsolved edge. So as you can see, we have solved the two pairs. Now let's take another white edge. So let's take this white and blue edge and this white and blue edge. Now to keep in the position of the pairing, what we can do is move this white edge to here or here. So let's take the here. Now here you will have to keep on the diagonal shape. So we cannot simply do it like this because it will be on the same layer. So we will do it like this, and you will have to play with the 4x4 cube or 3x3 cube and see how edges are solved or corners are solved. Then you will understand how to do this. Just play with the cube and you will understand. So here, to match them, we can simply pair them like this. Now to replace with another unsolved edge, we can take this edge and replace it like this, and again move that U layer back. So we have solved our 3 edges and none of these center is meshed. Also, just a recommendation, while solving the first 4 edges, you should always keep them on the top of the cube, and next 4 edges on the bottom of the cube, so you will not mess your edges. So let's take another white edge. So here it is white and green edge, and here it is white and green edge. So here I can keep in the position of the pairing, and to pair the cube, as you can see, we have paired the cube. Now to replace it with another unsolved edge, we cannot take these 3 edges because they are already solved, and here there is one unsolved edge, so we will take that and again move our centers back. So here, as you can see, our top layer have already been solved with the 4 edges. So as you can see, on the top of the cube there are no edges to solve. So we will do our cube upside down. So we can see unsolved edges. So here, let's take this this yellow and blue edge. So another yellow and blue edge is here. Now to solve them, we will do R, U prime, R prime, and also you will notice that I am always taking the R to ensure that I have already solved here the white edges. So if say I do U prime and R prime, so you will see my one solved edge has been there. So as I said, it will be meshed. So to ensure that none of the R edges or center will mesh, we'll always do R and then U prime and R prime. So here, now to pair them, we can simply do it like this, pair, and to replace it with, let's say, any of the edges, because none of the edges on the top layer have been solved. So now let's take this yellow and green edge, and here another yellow and green edge. Now to solve them, we can do F R prime, F prime, R. So as you can see, we have keep it on the position of the pairing. So again, pair them, replace them with unsolved edge, and again move it back. So let's now take another edge. Now you will see that my yellow and red are already on the position of the pairing. So I will straight away do that first. So here I can take this edge like this and again move it back. And also while doing that, my one edge also solved. So that's just a coincidence. I was lucky. Now let's take another. So now let's take this green and orange and this green and orange pair. So we can simply pair them like this. Now we can. So here you will see that on the top of the cube, my only one edge has been left unsolved. So I will replace it with that like this, and again move it back. So now here, as you can see, on the bottom layer my 4 edge has been solved. On the top layer my 4 edge has been solved. And also in the middle layer my 2 edge has already been solved. Now here my 2 pairs of edges are left to solve. So as you can see, this blue and orange edge with this blue and orange edge, if I will pair it like this. And now to replace with the unsolved edge, I really don't have any unsolved edge. So in the last, there is a case where you don't have any unsolved edge to replace with this edge. So for the last two edges there's another type of case. So let's see that. So in that case, we have to keep the edges. We have to keep the same edges on the same layer. So here, as you can see, they are on the opposite to each other. So here we can simply do an algorithm to make them on the same layer. So algorithm is R prime, F, R, F prime, then R, U, R prime. So as you can see, now both the edges are on the same layer. These two layer and these two edges. So now to pair them, we will do the same algorithm, but there's a little change in that. In the first, we will do wide U prime, then we will do R prime, F, R, F prime, then R, U, R prime, and in the last again we will do wide U. Or we can use the another algorithm, which is first wide U, then R, U, R prime, then F, R prime, F prime, R, and again wide U. So so as you can see, this is how all the 12 edges are solved. I know solving the edges is somewhat difficult, but as you will learn how edges in the 4x4 cube work, how they are paired, you will that will be easy for you. So guys, if you have any problem, question, or if you didn't understand anything, then you can let me know in the comment section and we will discuss it. And if you learn how to solve edges of the 4x4 cube and also you have liked it, then please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also press the bell icon so you can never miss my latest video. And also you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and also check my website. All the links are in description box, and wait for my next video. Till then, goodbye.